Have you ever stopped to wonder how scammers are finding new ways to trick seniors almost every single day? The truth is, as we get older, the world does not always become kinder. Technology has brought us comfort, but it has also opened dangerous doors. Criminals now target seniors at the very moments when they feel most vulnerable. What once felt safe can suddenly turn into a trap, and sadly, it is often the most trusting and good-hearted among us who become the victims. That is why staying informed is not only smart, it is necessary to protect your hard-earned savings, your peace of mind, and your independence. Today, we will uncover 5 of the fastest spreading scams that are fooling older adults. Each one looks convincing on the surface, but behind it lies deception that can cause real harm if you don't recognize it. Before we begin, I would love to know where you're watching this from. Please share your city or country in the comments. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe so you never miss important updates that could one day save you or someone you love. Now let's get started with the first scam. Number 1, tech support scam. The first and perhaps fastest growing scam today is the so-called tech support scam. It preys on older adults who may not feel as comfortable with computers as younger generations. It usually begins with a sudden phone call or a pop-up on your screen. The message might say your computer is infected with a virus, or that your bank account has been hacked, or even that your device will shut down unless you act right away. That false urgency is the hook. When we feel alarmed, we are more likely to listen to whoever seems to have the solution. The person on the phone often sounds professional, calm, and reassuring. They may even claim to be from Microsoft or Apple. Step by step, they walk you through what looks like a genuine process to fix the problem. But soon they ask for remote access to your computer. And the moment you allow it, you have given them the keys to everything. Your emails, your passwords, your bank accounts. From there, the damage can be endless. Some scammers go further by charging you for fake services. They may say you need to pay a small repair fee. Often they ask for payment through gift cards or wire transfers. These methods are untraceable, making it nearly impossible to get your money back. Let me give you a real example. Thomas, a 77-year-old retiree, was browsing the news when a pop-up appeared on his laptop. It warned that his bank account had been compromised and urged him to call a number right away. When Thomas called, a man claiming to be a technician convinced him to download a program that gave remote access. Within minutes, the scammer was moving files around, pretending to fix the problem. Then he told Thomas he needed to pay $200 to secure his account. It sounded reasonable and urgent, so Thomas agreed. But within a week, he discovered far more than $200 had vanished from his account. The painful truth is many seniors realize too late that they have been deceived. But the lesson is clear. If someone calls you out of the blue claiming your computer is in danger, stop and think. Real companies do not operate that way. They never call you without reason, and they never demand payment in gift cards or wire transfers. If this message resonates with you, leave the number 1 in the comments below. It lets me know you're still with me and learning how to stay safe. Talking openly about these scams takes away the shame and replaces it with strength. Every story shared has the power to save someone else from falling into the same trap. By staying alert, questioning the unexpected, and refusing to rush under pressure, you protect your finances, your identity, and your peace of mind. Now let's move forward to the second scam. Number 2, Medicare and health insurance scam. The second scam spreading quickly among seniors is the Medicare and health insurance scam. This one is especially cruel because it takes advantage of something every older adult deeply cares about: their health and their security. It often begins with a phone call. The person on the line claims to be from Medicare, Social Security, or a health insurance provider. Their voice sounds official. They may even use technical terms or reference part of your personal information that they've already obtained somewhere else. The caller tells you that you qualify for new benefits. Maybe it's free medical equipment, maybe it's a special prescription discount, or perhaps a free health check that sounds almost too good to ignore. But the goal is always the same. They want you to hand over your Medicare number, your date of birth, or other personal details. Once they have that, they can bill Medicare for items you never ordered. Or worse, they can steal your identity. Let's consider the story of Linda, an 82-year-old widow. One afternoon, she answered the phone. The caller said, "Mrs. Linda, you qualify for a brand new heart monitor at no cost. All we need is your Medicare number and your date of birth to confirm." Linda, thinking it was a genuine offer, gave the information. A week later, boxes of medical supplies began arriving at her door, things she never needed. Soon after, her Medicare account showed thousands of dollars in claims. By the time she realized it was a scam, the damage was already done. Why does this scam work so effectively? Because seniors are taught to respect authority. When someone says they are calling from a government agency, it feels natural to listen. And when your health is involved, fear can override caution. No one wants to risk losing benefits. Scammers know this. They use urgency as a weapon. They may say, if you don't confirm today, you could lose your coverage. Or we must update your information immediately to keep your plan active. But here is the truth. Medicare will never call you unexpectedly. They will never pressure you to provide details over the phone, and they will never threaten to cancel your coverage on the spot. So what can you do if you receive a suspicious call? Hang up immediately. If you're worried, use the official Medicare phone number printed on your card. Call directly and ask if there are any updates to your account. Never trust the number a stranger provides. And remember, protecting yourself also means protecting your community. By sharing these warning signs with friends, family, and neighbors, you help build a circle of safety. When one person is informed, many more are protected. If you are still watching and this message speaks to you, please comment the number 2 below. That one simple action shows me you're here learning and ready to stay safe. Knowledge is power. When you recognize the tricks scammers use, you take back control. You protect not only your identity, but also your peace of mind. Stay cautious, stay informed, and always question calls that try to create fear or urgency. By doing so, you'll never allow strangers to play games with your health or your future. Now let's move forward to the third scam. Number 3, online shopping and delivery scam. The third scam that is spreading fast involves online shopping and fake delivery notices. For many seniors, shopping online has become a great convenience. It allows you to order what you need from the comfort of your home. No long lines, no heavy bags, no difficult trips. But with this comfort comes risk. Scammers have created fake websites, misleading advertisements, and phony delivery alerts that look almost real. Their goal is simple: to steal your money, your personal information, or both. It usually starts with an advertisement. Maybe you see a product you've been wanting. The price looks amazing, almost too good to be true. You click the link and the website looks professional. It has pictures, reviews, and even what seems like a secure checkout page. So you place your order. But the product never arrives. And now the scammers have your credit card number and your address. Sometimes they even attempt to charge you again without permission. Another common trick is the fake delivery message. You might receive a text or email saying your package could not be delivered. Click here to confirm your address. For a senior waiting for medicine or a gift from family, that message feels urgent. Clicking the link, however, can open the door to fraud or install harmful software on your device. Let me share an example. Richard, a 73-year-old grandfather, loved gardening. One day he found a website selling tools at half the normal price. The site was full of glowing reviews and beautiful photos. Richard placed an order expecting a good deal. Weeks passed. Nothing arrived. When he tried to contact customer service, the phone line was dead and the emails bounced back. Worse, soon after, strange charges appeared on his credit card. The bargain turned into a nightmare. Why do these scams succeed? Because they play on expectation and urgency. When you are waiting for a package, the idea of losing it triggers quick action. And when you see a great deal, excitement can overshadow caution. But here's the truth. If a price seems too good to be true, it usually is. If a delivery notice comes from a link you don't recognize, don't click it. Instead, go directly to the official website of the store or the shipping company. Use only trusted sources to track your packages. Think of it like this. Just as you would never hand your wallet to a stranger at your door, you should never hand your details to a website you don't fully trust. By slowing down and checking carefully, you can enjoy the comfort of online shopping without the risks. If this warning feels valuable to you, please comment the number 3 below. It shows me you're here staying alert and determined to protect yourself. Remember, online shopping can be safe when you stay cautious. Your awareness is your shield, and every wise choice you make online protects not only your money but also your independence. Now let's move forward to the fourth scam. Number 4, romance and companionship scam. The fourth scam is one of the most heartbreaking of all. It is the romance and companionship scam. This type of fraud does not just target your money, it targets your heart. Loneliness is something many seniors quietly face. Scammers know this. They step in pretending to offer friendship, care, and love. At first, everything feels warm and genuine. They seem to listen. They say the right words. They even share fake stories about their lives to build trust. The connection often begins on a social media site, a dating platform, or sometimes even through email. The scammer presents themselves as a kind and understanding person. They act like they have similar interests or life experiences. Slowly, they weave themselves into your daily routine. And then the requests begin. It may start small. Perhaps they claim they are traveling and need help with expenses, or they say they are overseas with no access to their bank account. Sometimes they tell you they have a personal emergency, like a sick relative or a lost job. The story is always crafted to trigger sympathy. Let's look at the story of Caroline, a 75-year-old widow. She joined a social platform to stay connected with friends and family. One day she received a friendly message from a man who said he was a retired engineer. He was attentive, charming, and always ready to listen. Caroline felt understood in a way she hadn't in years. After weeks of warm conversation, he told her he was stuck overseas and needed money to get back home. Wanting to help someone she believed cared for her, she sent funds. But the requests grew larger and the excuses piled up. By the time Caroline realized it was all a scam, she had lost thousands of dollars. The financial loss was painful, but the emotional betrayal cut even deeper. That is the cruelty of romance scams. They do not just take money, they take away trust. Many victims feel ashamed and keep it a secret from family. This silence makes the wound even harder to heal. How can you protect yourself? Be cautious if someone you have never met professes strong feelings too quickly. Be wary of excuses that prevent them from meeting face to face. And most importantly, never send money to someone you only know online. A genuine friend or partner will not pressure you financially, especially in the early stages of a relationship. Awareness is the key. By recognizing the warning signs, you protect both your wallet and your heart, and by sharing what you learn, you protect others too. If this part of the video speaks to you, please comment the number 4 below. It lets me know you are here listening and ready to guard your heart against deception. Remember, connection is a beautiful thing. You can still enjoy companionship, friendships, and love, but let awareness be your guide. Now let's move forward to the 5th and final scam. Number 5, investment and prize scam. The 5th scam is perhaps one of the oldest tricks in the book, yet it continues to trap seniors today. It is the investment and prize scam. This scheme plays on two powerful emotions, hope and fear. Hope that you might gain something extraordinary, and fear that you will lose the chance if you do not act right away. Scammers use this to their advantage. They may contact you with a phone call, an email, or even a letter in the mail. Sometimes it's an ad online. They promise a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a special stock that will soar in value, a piece of land that is about to be worth millions, or a bond that guarantees high returns without risk. Other times they tell you that you've already won something, a lottery, a sweepstakes, a luxury vacation. At first it feels exciting. Who doesn't love the idea of winning? But then comes the catch. Before you can receive your prize, they ask you to pay taxes, processing fees, or shipping costs. They create urgency, saying you must act immediately or you will lose everything. Let's look at the story of Edward, a 70-year-old grandfather. One afternoon, he received a phone call congratulating him on winning an international lottery. The caller spoke with authority, even giving Edward a fake badge number. All Edward needed to do, they said, was send $2,500 to cover the foreign taxes. Excited and hopeful, Edward wired the money. He believed this was finally his lucky break. But the promised winnings never arrived. The money was gone, and the betrayal left him with not just financial pain, but also deep disappointment. That is how these scams succeed. They manipulate your hope for financial security. They build pressure with artificial deadlines. And they often warn you not to tell family or friends. Why? Because they know if you pause and ask someone you trust, the scam will quickly unravel. The truth is simple. Real investments always carry risk. No one can guarantee extraordinary returns without risk, and no real lottery or sweepstakes will ever demand payment before you receive your prize. So how do you protect yourself? Slow down. Take a step back. If someone pressures you to act fast, that is already a red flag. If you receive a prize notification, remember you should never pay to claim what you have supposedly won. If you are considering an investment, always consult with a trusted family member, financial advisor, or bank before making any decisions. By recognizing these tactics, you guard not only your wallet, but also your dignity and your peace of mind. And by sharing what you know, you protect others from losing their savings to false promises. If you are still here with me, please comment the number 5 below. It shows that you are alert, engaged, and determined to stay safe from scams. Knowledge is your shield, and awareness is your greatest defense. Now let's move toward the final thoughts that bring everything together. As we come to the end of this video, I want you to take a moment and reflect on the 5 scams we've just uncovered together. The tech support scam, the Medicare and health insurance scam, the online shopping and delivery scam, the romance and companionship scam, and finally the investment and prize scam. Each one may look different on the surface, but deep down they all use the same tools: fear, urgency, and false promises. They target trust, they target hope, and they target the kindness that so many older adults naturally carry in their hearts. But here's the truth. Knowledge is your shield. Every time you pause before clicking a link, every time you question a stranger who pressures you, every time you double-check with someone you trust before sending money, you prove that you are stronger than the scammer who tried to deceive you. Scams will continue to evolve, but so will your ability to see through them. With awareness, you are not powerless, you are prepared, capable, and resilient. I would love to hear from you. Please share in the comments one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your words may inspire and protect someone else in this community. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel. Your support allows us to keep creating content that informs and empowers older adults everywhere. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay strong, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.